Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Davin Holmes. I'm a player in our game Rise of Shine Gaming. We're playing Pathfinder in a homebrew campaign that my wife is DMing. Just to give you kind of a little overview on what's going on, we all built our characters on the regular Pathfinder rules and whatnot. However, with our DM wanting this to happen, nobody has skills under 12 unless under certain special circumstances. Those certain special circumstances might rely on a race or someone's choice to have a lower attribute, but generally everyone's is higher than 12. One of my characters has a 0 score. You'll find out about that later on. Anyway, so that's a general rough draft of our characters. Kind of stick with this, and the first part's a little boring, but the other parts get really enjoyable, really funny to listen on, and you're going to hear me popping in and out of the audio every now and then, kind of give you a general idea if something doesn't seem right or whatnot. And something to keep in mind is that a lot of times the rules we're going to throw out sometimes in the flavor of fun and story and excitement. So don't hold us to, well, the Pathfinder rule says this, Pathfinder's rule says that. So we're not doing all of that. But yeah, enjoy.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Getting everything out of our system now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Peak. Yeah, it's still
7.
peak.
Lucky number 7.
Let's do it.
Okay. Welcome to Rise and Shine Gaming. I am the GM, Malia, and we are going to be playing my homebrew Pathfinder game, Chapter 2, The Warzone. Woo!
It's completely skipping over chapter 1.
Chapter 1 wasn't recorded.
No, it wasn't.
That's the game y'all were doing.
No, that was my first game.
Gotcha.
It involved a rooster god.
It did. That's why we are now Rise and Shine Gaming.
That is very true.
That rooster god.
We have here with me 5 players who I will introduce to you. Please say hi when I introduce you. First of all, we have my husband, Davin.
Hi.
And then we have Dalvin over there.
Hi!
And his boyfriend, Brandon.
Salutations.
And our new friend, Rose.
Hello.
And finally, Matt.
Good morning.
It's like 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Everyone
They
that
don't have to know that.
everyone that listens to this is probably going to be some night owl neckbeard like myself.
Ouch!
It's 1 a.m. in the morning.
Strokes my neck beard.
I'm kidding.
So we will be starting our game in My Worlds, Europe, England, in the capital city of Lindell. In Lindell, the main races that rule the land are elves. Under them are catfolk, then dwarves, and humans are the main races. When it comes to things to fight or issues in the area, mostly goblins and orcs. And definitely bandits are an issue. However, we are in a war zone at the moment. Now let me give you a proper introduction. In a country built on destruction of a star, war breaks out over what is thought to be the remaining piece of it. So much so that one side has had their magician envelop the entire city in an impenetrable field that can neither be entered nor exited. What the Sitzar can do is unknown except for those who leave for the capture of it. The star has eluded the people of the country for many, many years, specifically about 2,000 years, but now recently discovered. It was not in the center of the crater like most people believe, but not far off from it. And what was thought to be a small mountain is now known to be a volcano with a cave in the center of it. The only man to return to tell the tale of the found star. For all have perished going anywhere near the mountain or volcano now. The royalty of this land believe the star was left for them to bring power and fortune to the land. However, the rebels of the land believe it was left for them to use to destroy the royalty who have only brought war, sadness, and famine to it. Now, a brief overview of where we are in the moment. 1 week ago, the king ordered his magician to put a field around the entire city of Lindell. After that happened, during that same day, the rebellion responded by spreading flyers all throughout the city saying that they would attack the castle in 5 days. However, here we are a week later. Nothing has happened. They were supposed to attack 2 days ago. But that evening at midnight, while people were doing their watches, going about their business, most people were sleeping, all of a sudden, every flame, fire, everything, darkness. Complete blackout. 10 minutes into this blackout, no one has been able to light anything. People who usually have dark vision can't see anything. It is total pitch darkness. A moment later, after the 10 minutes, people start hearing screaming, clanging, people falling and dying. My character is here. All of you have either decided to retaliate or to surrender. However, in this other sense of what has happened, either way, you all got knocked out.
Guess we're just not good enough.
Nope, you're not. Sorry.
Don't quite meet the bar.
So close.
That's a dwarf joke.
So, now we are where you guys are starting to wake up. You can realize by the coldness of your wrists and ankles that you are chained on your wrists, which are your hands are in front of you. Behind you. Your hands are behind you and your legs are in front of you. You're sitting on what seems to be a stone cold ground with some dirt. The place is dark and you realize you have probably a bag over your head or some kind. Excuse me. But all of a sudden you start hearing footsteps coming in. These footsteps come in along with several lights, as you can tell probably are torches. Then you hear a large creaking sound, assuming it to be a jail door of some kind. Then, one by one, your bags are lifted off your heads, and you have the capability to look around the room. It is indeed a jail, a dungeon, with one room on one side and one across the way. In the hallway, you see 5 guards and a woman, a catfolk woman, standing behind you all.
These are outside the cell?
No, this is the woman. The guards are standing outside the cell. The woman is standing behind you.
Okay.
The Khajiit catfolk woman is standing behind you. They say nothing to you as another man walks into this room, which all of you, and I mean all of you, would recognize. His name is William Zulf, the king's younger brother.
I kind of do a little shimmy where I'm sitting as he walks in.
Mm-hmm. He walks into you, looks at all of you. His face seems distraught, sadness over his face as he looks at all of you and says, "You are the only ones to survive the attack on the castle. I will give you all 2 choices. Either 1, join the rebellion and give us all the information you have on the star, or 2, don't, and we kill you. You all have to agree. It's either all or nothing. I'll give you some time to consider your options." The woman will walk to him, glare at all of you, and everyone will walk out, closing the door, and leave, leaving a lantern in the room. And begin.
So I assume you'd like us to describe our characters.
Yes. You're gonna describe your characters. I'm gonna call your name. We will start with Matt.
My character is a somewhat aged dwarf. You would guess probably between 2 and 250 years old. A little bit on the short side, about 3'8", kind of scrawny build, not your typical, stocky, burly dwarf. He does have a single long beard that's probably not very well kept right now since he was abducted in the middle of the night. All of his hair is kind of graying from a dark black. It's definitely later in the silver stage as far as the salt and pepper look goes. And he has bright blue eyes, which I'm not sure if that's unusual for dwarves in your world or not.
No, I like it though.
But definitely,
Very good English style.
definitely a kind of a permanently sunburned skin complexion, like he's been out in the sun for most of his life.
Alright, next in the chain order is Dalvin.
You guys see a very will kind of be regal looking if his clothes weren't messed up, wrinkled, and dirty at this point. And elf with raven black hair going like really way down his back. Green eyes and just with a very shocked and confused expression on his face.
Rose.
Alright, so I have my character. Her name is Samantha Noble. She has long, silverish white hair that goes down in waves. She's wearing what looks to be a somewhat nice dress. And on top of that, she has very bright grayish blue eyes. And she's kind of tall. She's about 5'8".
Okay. And then we have Brandon.
I am a 6'3" catfolk, somewhere between the ages of 28 and 30. The sex is not really noticeable. You can't tell whether or not they're a guy or a girl. They have dark black fur covering their whole body, and where their chest armor and leg armor are all leather and cloth. You can't really tell the difference between the armor and the fur, though. It's just black. Their eyes are piercing yellow with the cat slits. Yes.
Alright, and finally, Dalvin.
Alright, so y'all see sitting behind you guys a giant hulking suit of full plate metal. Mail, my apologies. It is very silvery looking, as well as it's got red accents and it's got red cloth flowing everywhere now and then. That's would also be red. It's a very dark red. Where you would possibly see skin, instead you see different other pieces of metal and armors and cloths kind of covering up that spot. The armor looks different, as if it's all in one piece rather than multiple pieces of armor. And where his eyes would be, you would see a kind of a greenish, like flamish aura in each slot.
You said green?
Yes, and he is about 8 feet tall. So he's hulking.
Oh, yes.
It probably has to crouch in every room he's in.
Well, you're sitting down, so you're fine. And next to him, a person that none of you recognize, you all kind of probably, at least some of you have seen each other within the castle. You see a little girl. This is what she looks like, but I will describe her so they can hear. She is a little girl. She's probably a little shorter than you, Matt. She looks to be about maybe 8, 9 years old. She has dark skin, dark brown skin, but crisp snow white hair. And her clothes that she's wearing are a somewhat faded yellow dress that looked like it could have been nice at one point, but it is rags now. Total rags.
I don't think I mentioned my dwarf is currently in his night robe, just plain white.
I love it. It's night robe. Beautiful. Alright. Converse.
You survived.
I survived.
It's quite surprising.
What do you mean I survived? You're a squishy little thingamajig. You survived.
I didn't expect you to be down here.
Well, I didn't expect you to be down there. What do you want to share a drink about it?
Possibly, maybe later.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Who are these other people?
Does it matter?
Well, yeah, we're kind of chained to each other. I think it does matter.
And she did say that it's all of us in unison. So
I think it's speaking.
It matters very much.
Maybe it's speaking too.
You're quite short.
I got a temper to
Are
match
you
yours,
telling
I
me
promise.
you're all short?
Wow, he's sitting quite far away from you.
Could you speak up over there? Can't quite hear you.
Could you show your face?
No, my hands are bound. You know?
At this moment, I believe all of you would start to realize this. None of you, first of all, if you were sleeping, obviously you're not wearing armor. But the ones who would be, or anything, all of you notice you don't have any weapons, any armor, or any items that you normally would keep on your person. And I mean none of them. You still have that, don't worry.
Okay.
Nope. It's gone. All of your stuff is gone. Every single thing gone.
Excluding myself.
So I've
who's still
done-
wearing his armor.
So I have none of my abstracts.
Obviously, though, you would look over to this man, who is in armor.
Inside job.
I'm sorry?
Inside job. You still have all your things.
Yes. I'd imagine it was hard to get off me. It's a lot of armor.
How to make strong man that can wear all that armor get caught in little bitty roads like that.
Help.
No, this is quite entertaining. I want to keep watching.
Oh, so you two are in cahoots. He's talking to you like a friend. If he's an inside jobber, then you're an inside jobber.
What are you talking about, inside jobber?
Whoever arranged this. I see anything that happens. I know things.
That was clearly the prince's brother.
Kingsman.
King's brother.
Well, I'm not sure it's much of a choice. I mean,
What's your name?
I'm Lorelai.
Lorelai.
Pleasure to meet you.
I wish I could say likewise. But my name is not Lorelai.
That's confusing. Most people like me.
Nobody likes you, Lorelai. But me. I like you.
But it's not much of a choice. It's either die or join the rebellion.
Or we slaughter them all!
With what? Your hulking armor?
I think he's going to sit on them.
Wow. Okay.
I really like this guy.
Hey, shut up. Whose side are you on anyway?
No one's.
By the way, you two are sitting in between all
Oh,
of this.
he was about to pass.
Edward is just still in complete shock of what he's seen and heard right now.
You do know who he is.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Looking over
What's
at
your
him.
character's name?
Edward.
Edward.
Edward's elf.
And who might you be?
Samantha Noble, one of the princess's ladies in waiting.
How did she get down here?
Probably the same way we did. Why are you whispering?
I didn't think she'd hear me.
I can hear you just fine.
Oh.
You are aware that you can't put your hand up to your mouth, right?
Well, now I feel kind of dumb.
So, scared?
Shocked. I don't. I need to get out of there. We need to get out of there.
Can I do somatic components with my hands bound?
They are behind you,
They do.
your hands.
Okay.
So I would probably say no.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'd like to pop a call and start to pick my lock.
You can attempt. Roll, I think, disable device?
Yes, be disabled device.
If
He'd
you're
have some
trained.
difficulties with it.
I'm not gonna openly do it. I just want to pick the lock,
You're
just,
good.
just so I can. Disable device.
Uh-huh.
I cannot see. I'm proficient in that.
It doesn't. I can't even do that.
They're behind
19.
They're behind you.
He has not
crossed.
said yet.
Okay.
It is, but for
What did you
that,
say?
19.
Thunden.
Oh, that's too bad.
No, it's not working.
So, what's the pecking order in these chains again?
Pecking order is Thunden, Edward, Lorelai. Wait, no. Excuse me. Edward, Samantha, Lorelai, you, and the girl.
Lorelai, just get the latch.
Get the latch.
The latch, right here.
Where?
On my arm.
Can't really see.
I put my hands over to his. I just kind of swiggle my hands over to his hands.
You started pulling on the girl's chain
Oh!
next to you.
Whoa! Hey! There's someone behind me!
You mean next to you.
Next to me. I can't see him.
too short. Dundon, is that you?
I lean over.
You lean over, you see the little girl.
I'm in front.
You're in front. You're closest to the exit door.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up to you, Davin, and says, "Please help me."
Guys, there's a little girl.
Oh, you're very observant.
Here, little girl. Do you see that latch on my arm?
She looks at your arm, looks up back at you, and says, "Please help me."
Yeah, I'm going to. You see that latch?
She pulls it.
Okay. I gotta keep my back turned to them. Now, give me that back. So basically, what I did, their latch, hand off.
Ah,
Now I put my hand back on after I take the shackle off, and I do it to the other one.
okay. So you have your hands free, great.
Sweet. Am I locked to my knees, in my legs or anything?
Yeah, your legs are locked in front of you.
Ah, crap. I can't do that.
They,
My hands are free, though.
The door that they walked through, is there any sort of window that I can see through? Just solid door?
Just solid door, metal door too.
Little girl, who are you?
You're the one who's bound to the earth.
I asked who you
she
are.
looks over to you. You're the one who's enveloped in the shadows. Looks to you.
Looks to who?
Looks to Samantha. Looks looks to Edward. You're the savior. Looks over to Thundon.
Yes, and I'm the one that stares at the sky all night, I know.
You're the one to find me.
Oh.
Please help me.
Who are you?
Please help me.
Okay, who are you?
I need your help.
We can help you, but we need to know who you are.
How'd you get free?
Is she free?
How'd you get free?
No.
Oh, how did I get free? The shackles were very poorly made.
Oh, here, break mine.
You're gonna have to scoot pretty far.
Yeah.
Because you have three people in between you and him.
Okay, everyone. Shimmy.
So basically, you guys are sitting like this on the floor, with your feet in front of you and your hands behind you.
Lorelai, I might be in a bit of trouble. I don't think I can break those chains.
You're still whispering.
Damn it. Here, I'll put my mouth up, because I can put my head up, because I can do that
Oh,
now.
you can do that now. I'm still unsure as to why we're trying to escape. Why don't we just join the rebellion?
Because the rebellion's against the king?
Okay, so we say, yes, I want to join the rebellion, then leave.
Huh.
Well, I hate to say it, but the king's the one that was buying me food and paying for my rooms.
Oh.
So, he pays me.
I can't leave my uncle here. I need answers.
Uncle.
Uncle.
Obviously, that was the king's brother.
You know who I am.
Who are you?
He's the prince.
Prince of what?
Oh, Lord.
Dungeons?
Wait. The prince.
Yes.
And why are you in here?
Well, clearly he's the prince.
Such a spicy predicament. The prince in the dungeon. It's so cute.
Please help me.
I forgot about her.
What do you want, little girl?
Please help me.
We can't help you unless you tell us what to do.
I think the help she needs is a doctor.
Anybody here, doctor?
You hear footsteps coming to the door.
Oh, look, they're coming back.
Oh,
That must be the doctor.
I put my hands behind my back.
Key.
So we're all joining the rebellion, right?
What?
You hear Key unlocking the door, fumbling as a bit,
I don't like dying, so yes.
Yeah, dying seems to be a bad thing to do as well.
and then the door opens. Walking into the room is a man. He's cloaked in all black. He has brown, shaggy hair. I think I said green eyes correctly. And he has a scar starting up here, the top left of his temple, going down through his left eye and down into his mouth on the left side. He looks at you, Lorelai, and you would recognize this man.
Oh, I do.
It's the man
from that situation.
The one that told me the stuff, or the one that I snuck into?
The one that doesn't talk to you. and he goes
Secret
away
stuff
during certain parts of the day. You don't see him.
I remember. Yes.
Yes. It's just that man.
Okay.
He's here. He walked in the room. He has keys. He looks over to you and says, "My deepest apologies for not ever talking to you. My solemn of silence is finally over."
Interesting. I didn't know you had one of those. Could you unlock these? Or my back's shut. He wiggles a little bit.
No.
First tonight.
He laughs, actually. He does laugh at you.
He's a sultry. My guy's sultry.
That is very true. You are first in the line, technically. But she's been here longer, points at the girl. However,
Is the girl a part of our deal, joining the rebellion we live?
her? I honestly have no idea. But I can't unlock it. I'm not the one in charge. Sorry. I just came to say hello and said you had...
Question, why are you there and I'm here?
Oh, that's none of your business.
Hey, Lorelai, do you think I could kick his ass?
You still can't. You know they can still hear you, right?
Damn it.
You're not very good at whispering.
Your feet are also bound.
So are my hands.
Yes.
Why would you... He closes his eyes.
Did you leave the door open?
Yes, the door is open.
Can I make a little sensor in the room to see if there's like anyone out like in that room beyond discussing it? Just get a brief like idea.
Beyond the door is just a long hallway.
Oh great, nothing.
Hate one always.
But there is a door about 5 feet down the hallway going to the right.
Okay.
What?
So he looks at all of you and says, "You have about 5 more minutes to decide."
I'm sure we've already decided, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Join the rebellion?
Sounds
Whoa.
like that.
Make sure you talk to your uncle and get all the answers you need.
Aren't you gonna let her out though? I thought you were here
Yes.
to take her.
The girl?
Yeah.
No.
It
Sure.
Sounds like you decided.
You could just get her out
Well,
right now.
do you have
said
another
that she was
choice?
your longest.
No, which is why you
Right?
decided.
Yes, I did. It's not my job.
Darn.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
I was talking to the dwarf.
I understand that.
Oh, okay.
Well, then I will go get my boss.
Your boss. Could have sworn we were hired by the same person.
I have multiple bosses. Don't you?
That's for me to know.
Exactly. He winks at you, walks out, closing the door behind him. About like 3 minutes later, not even, he walks back in and walks back in
Did
with
he
the
just fall asleep?
Catwoman.
He did just.
Are you
fall
asleep?
What? Hello.
Insulting. It's the Catwoman who is standing behind you.
Woke him up in the middle of the night.
This Catwoman has fiery red fur and emerald green eyes and a scar going down from the left side of her chin all the way across her throat, going into her her right collarbone.
Ooh, that's quite a gash.
I heard you decided that you're going to join us. Is this true?
Question. If we join you, does that mean we have to get a scar as well? The last one had a scar.
That's funny.
That's a serious question.
That's a good point.
Scars come with battle.
Oh, that's if you get hit.
That's why. Dang it.
See, there's a problem. My skill set is avoiding fights.
Oh, you poor thing.
And
No,
nothing
actually.
touches me.
Hmm?
Nothing touches me.
Walks over to you, puts her hand on you.
Okay, well, clearly that was the wrong choice of words.
See, you just started a fight that you lost.
Okay, listen here, Mr. Dwarf.
Shut your mouth! I will unlock your chains if you all verbally agree that you're joining us.
Who is us?
The rebellion.
Okay, yes.
The rebellion against.
The royals.
Okay. Is your
Looks
boss
over
not
at
a
Edward
royal?
and kind of like snorkels.
Do you have an issue?
Oh no! I'm sorry.
I can't do that in character. I love it.
You sure?
Oh no, I'm fine. Can you unlock my chainsaw?
One moment. Walks to the door, opens it back up, and walking in, another person walks in. This person, Victor, Lorelei, especially Edward, and somewhat Samantha, definitely not you, I'm sorry, would recognize. He has faded skin, almost looks kind of grayish, white hair, dark black cloak, about 6 feet tall. The most uncomfortable presence walks into the room.
I knew it!
What?
Did I say that out loud?
Yes.
Yes.
And what was that you knew?
I told you he was bad.
Yeah, I told you he was okay.
Bad. Clearly,
We were just stating things that we said, right?
Bad is a preference and an opinion.
Technically, he's right.
Technically, I'm going to smash you to the ground.
Sorry,
Oh, so violent.
you were saying?
I will be your supervisor until we're sure that you are a part of the rebellion.
Indoctrinated.
I will be taking you one by one to have a small conversation about the information that you might be able to assist us with. Starting with you, Dwarf. He walks over to you, unbinds your chains, and it helps you stand up.
Not much of a change. He's
I'm
just
told. Shut up.
Now, if you'll follow me, Mr.
Thunden. Reinhardt.
Thunden
Reinhardt.
Excuse me, my apologies. I do recognize that name. Well, if you'll follow me.
Bye, Reinhardt. It was nice knowing you. No, it really wasn't. Never mind.
I think he was cute.
Whatever, tin can.
Well, that was just hurtful.
And then I will continue him, ignoring my armored friend.
Yes, he walks you into the room that you saw on the right, and he sits you down in chairs. A table sitting in the middle of the room, one chair on either side of the table, a light over everything. He sits you down across from him, and he looks at you and says, "Now, I did not properly introduce myself. I am Moria. I was His Majesty's advisor."
Oh.
Now, can you give the rebellion any information on the star?
I'm going to assume playing dumb is an illogical course of action.
Quite.
I was studying the star for many years, the one that fell and went missing.
Ah, so you're an astronomer.
Among other things, yes. Unfortunately, all of my notes are, I'm sure, found by your contemporaries that secured certain things in this castle.
We're not in the castle, but yes.
Then if you found my notes, you haven't found everything I know.
We have or have not?
If you have, they were in the castle.
That is information that has not been granted to me, unfortunately, about what they found in the castle, or if they found anything, because I believe they burnt it down. Which I think in your situation will make you a little more useful, don't you think?
Yes, very useful. I am an expert in finding things out, in remaining hidden, in all the clever tricks, also in overcoming my shortcomings, literally and figuratively. I am quite useful. You should keep me alive, and yes, to everything.
Fantastic.
This is eager.
Now I'm going to take you to a room to get your things back, the things that were on your person. And, we'll be waiting for your...
My book.
Ah, yes, that. Your book. You will be getting that back as well. If you follow me.
Of course. Moria?
Moria.
Who would have known that I would have met Moria today?
By the way, I do have to make a note.
Moria makes you unfathomably uncomfortable.
Oh, he's hiding it. They're trying to. He's rambling.
Yes, I can tell, and I enjoy it very much. Now, he would take you further down the hallway into a larger room, which seems to be somewhat of an armory / sitting area, because there's quite a lot of chairs to sit down in. And you would find a large table holding many items, including yours. Gather your things and please sit down until the rest of your friends.
I don't know what items I started. Just typical starting gear in here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Any?
Would I be able to grab a crossbow?
You would have to ask, but yes.
I seem to, thank you for bringing my stuff here intact. You didn't happen to find a crossbow in my bedroom, did you? It seems to be missing.
I don't think so, but you can grab one off the wall if you wish.
Thank you, much appreciated.
However, I'd say abstain from doing that until it is personally given to you, since, you're just now joining. He winks at you and then walks away, asks you to sit down. Alright, he goes back into the dungeon, and who's next? Edward. It's good to see you. You're still alive.
I wish the feeling was mutual.
True. He unlocks your chains and helps you stand up. If you'll follow me.
I follow, looking back at everyone else.
Just be forthright. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine, handsome. You'll be fine.
He walks you into the room, table in the center, chairs on either side, has you sit down. Now, honestly, I find this question pointless, but I'll ask you anyways. Is there any information about the star that you can give the rebellion?
I'm assuming nothing that you haven't already told them.
True. Your father never, gave you any tidbits about anything? Anything at all he could have possibly told you?
That's not a thing. I guess I'm guessing you already knew that. The star is not a thing.
A thing. That is very true. I did forget to mention that to them. Thank you for reminding me. And you sure you want to join? You sure you're in a capable mindset?
As capable as I've ever been.
Alright then, come with me, I'll get you stuff back. He takes you to the armory room down the hallway further, and you'll see Thundon sitting there, probably gathering his things still. Your things are set on the table, and he asks you to, after you're done gathering your things, please sit down. Going back into the room, he then grabs Samantha. Hello, my dear.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. Unlocks your chains, gladly helps you get up, very much so. And then he takes you back to the room, with the table, sits you down. Now, dear, is there anything you can give me on the star?
No offense, but the star was none of my concern and still really isn't.
I was assuming so. Then why, my dear, are you joining?
Because it was that or death. And I'm not an idiot.
Oh, well. I guess.
Maybe compared to your standards, of course.
Oh, my standards are so very high.
And I have, of course, no near that.
Obviously. Well, you're really, really positive you want to join?
As positive as I can be.
Alright then. I'll take you to get your things, whatever you did have.
Thank you.
Take you to the room. Your stuff would be there. Your instruments. Any pack things you guys may or may not have had. You guys have them now. Alright.
So, as everybody but Lorelai, myself, and the child had departed, this is what was transpiring while they were away.
Okay.
So, these chains, how difficult are they to break?
They look like the best metal they could possibly buy.
Cool, I tried to break the little girl out of her chains. You're not even gonna let me roll?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure the name of the mankind are mithril.
Okay, so that's not gonna work.
Is she chained to us?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
Well, just put her in you.
But I can't. The chains.
Okay, their chains would just be in your body.
Yes, but then there'd be chains hanging out of me.
Is that a problem?
Yes.
Hmm.
That's so
He
obvious.
didn't want to go for the goth load. Come on.
I mean, the chains that were chained to them are still chained to like. There's a line of chains.
Are they chained to a wall?
The ones that were chained to your hands are chained to the wall, back
Oh.
wall.
Well, if you're so adamant about saving her, do something about it when they come to get you.
All right.
Explain what you're
Yeah.
doing.
I'm taking the chains off my feet
Uh-huh.
by taking my feet off my feet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna lay the chains right back over top of my legs.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit there.
Okay. Alright. Moria walks back into the room, looks over at you. Very surprised.
I know, me too.
He unchains you and helps you up.
Thank you.
As soon as he is unchained,
Uh-huh.
charge! I charge Moria.
Okay.
I stand up and I charge him.
As soon as you stand up, you feel the same thing you felt when you were knocked out.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
You feel darkness coming over you and you collapse.
Nah, that's never.
Clang, 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 clang as he falls to the ground.
That didn't look comfortable. He'll be okay, right?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, that's not good.
If you follow me,
What about the girl?
his smile is absurdly sadistic.
Oh, that's weird.
And looks over at you and says, "That is none of your business."
Well, that was a sadistic smile. I'm not sure if I'm one for one who likes to smile sadistically at children.
Please help me.
That's what I'm doing.
He giggles at you and says, "Oh, trust me, you can't help her. Come along now." Yeah, as you follow him to the room, sits you down. Dear Lorelei, I'm sure you don't know anything about the stars.
No, this is a waste of my time. Can I just join your rebellion?
But knowing what your job is, you sure that's a good idea?
Knowing what my job is, why wouldn't you want me?
Because you could easily double cross. As if joining the rebellion isn't already double crossing what your job already was.
You're right.
So,
You're saying you don't trust me?
that is exactly what I'm saying. Giving me a plausible reason for you to join.
He's like smiling. Possible reason for me to join. Don't much like dying.
Fair enough, fair enough. But are you going to join and actually join, or join and try to escape?
How about you just trust me?
That seems illogical.
Why would that be illogical?
Just to trust somebody merely because they say so?
Did you not trust the others?
Oh, but they gave me possible reasons.
Ah. And I have nothing to give, nothing to bring, other than the ability to kill someone without anyone noticing.
That's very true. That's nothing nice to have.
I'm loyal to those who pay me, and if you pay me, I'll stay.
Also a good plausible reason. I like it. Stands up and takes you to the armory where all of your things are there. All of them.
You guys see, he just picks up knife after knife after knife after knife after knife and just like placing them.
They're like every one of my characters. Except for this one.
He says to sit down with the others as he walks away. Walks back into the room. As he walks into the room, you wake up again.
Oh, I haven't had a nap like that in 6 years. Ugh. Ah, crap. Can I help you?
Yes, and you can come with me.
But yeah, it's a long way.
No, it's not. It's like 5 feet long.
What about the girl?
What about the girl?
You just gonna leave the girl in here by herself?
She's been here for, a
year or so. I think she'll be fine.
Okay, a year. I'll tell you what. I'll come with you if the girl also comes.
He frowns ever so darkly, as he has been smiling this whole time. The girl stays, and you come.
I'll be back. Guess I don't really have a choice now.
No, you don't.
Wait till I get my axe.
That thing. Alright, he walks into the room. He insists that you stand, for you will crush the chair.
You don't have a chair to accommodate me? I sit on the chair.
As soon as you put one foot on it, you crush it. For it is a wooden chair.
I fly it backwards.
Plate mail.
It is a wooden chair, excuse me.
I broke in spite.
I kind of had more faith in that chair than that.
I told you not to.
I did it just because you told me not to.
Well then, is us telling you to join or die going to abdicate that kind of attitude?
You can't kill me.
Oh dear boy. Yes, we can.
You see, you're using that we again. I don't really know who I'm talking to here.
The rebellion, you idiots.
Okay, well, who is the rebellion?
City folk who don't like the way the royalty have been slanderously, horrifically running this city, this whole country.
What are you talking about? They haven't been doing a bad job.
Then you haven't walked around the city enough, have you?
I'm at war. I don't really get time to be in the city.
Well, then you have no right to speak about how they're running things.
Well, you know. I don't think I had much of a choice.
Join or die, that is the options.
What if I kill you, though?
You can't kill me.
We'll see, brother. Yeah, I'll join you.
You sure?
I'll join you if the girl also comes up and is out of the dungeon.
You'll have to ask my superior about that. It's not my leisure to give.
No, I wouldn't expect somebody like you to have that kind of power.
Not in this situation, no.
No, not in any situation. Anyway, I'll join you. For now.
Yes, you can ask William if you should go. That's not my mission to give. I'll take you to your associates. He takes you to the armory with everybody else, tells you to gather your things and sit down and wait.
No, he's back.
My character's just tuning the violin.
Alright.
So my 2 items here?
Yep.
Cool.
They're leaning against the wall.
They're taller than the wall. They're probably like laid on the ground.
I said leaning.
Alright. I go pick up the giant shield that's almost as tall as I and the axe that is taller than I.
By the way, the ceiling is 10 feet tall.
Oh, that's nice. The ceiling I don't have to crouch in.
Yeah. Alright, you guys get all your things. Moria does leave you. And then the catfolk woman comes back.
Well, I see you all decided to join.
Of course.
Of course, what?
Of course we decided to join. We followed the logical course of action. We do what is smart.
I think she wanted you to say ma'am.
I think she was
Ma'am.
hoping we'd all say no and be killed.
That would have been much more fun.
Is that a man?
Possibly.
No offense. I don't see many cat folk where I'm.
I am a woman. Thank you very much.
You
No,
should
thank you.
never insult a lady. No matter who they are, you should never insult a lady.
Oh, that's trash.
Trash is your attitude.
Well, I should take you all to the branding room.
I'm sorry, excuse me? What did you just say?
What did you just say?
That's.
I did not agree to the brand.
We didn't sign up for a branding.
As soon as you decide to join the rebellion. You decided to get branded.
I don't remember that being in the contract that we all did not sign.
Oh, we were told.
Walking into the room.
We
as
were
you're saying
told
that.
scarring was for after battle.
That's right, we
We
were.
did ask about that specifically.
Walking into the room as you guys are saying that is William, and he says, "To Tanya, I said to stop scaring people with the branding.
I knew it.
Fuck! You ruined it. Did you see their faces? It was beautiful. Tanya, please go.
I have to admit that was kind of funny.
That was funny.
Thank you. At least someone enjoys my humor." Walks away, stopping as she goes.
Uncle, what is going on here?
What do you think's going on? It's a rebellion.
What? How? What? You're leading the rebellion.
Yes, I am. Can I help you?
No,
I suggest you put that axe down.
I'm stretching my arm.
I suggest you put the axe down.
Don't
Okay.
get us all killed.
Yes, I am the leader of the rebellion. I have been ever since I left.
Then why did you attack? Why did you attack the castle?
Because, dear boy, did you not consider the fact that we don't have a water source? And that your father decided to cut the entire city off from its water source?
Less your father and more the advisor, correct?
You mean Moria?
Correct.
No, this is His Majesty's decision.
Yes, somebody had a horrible idea, but the dome around the country.
I've just never seen a moment where the king has actually spoke for himself, so.
That's because he doesn't like to talk in front of strangers.
Just because he probably has a really high-pitched voice.
Our family, apparently.
I am the king. Da.
So, you two are insulting your relative,
Yes.
and you're okay with this?
No.
My brother was a cold-hearted monster.
But
Was
it's
it
still
Artie?
your brother.
Was Artie?
What about her?
What happened to her?
And my brothers. And my mother.
Did I not say that you were all the last ones to survive?
Oh, but the king was cold-hearted.
You did, implying that nobody was removed beforehand.
He will puff out his chest a little, thinking he found a loophole.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning an act this organized and well carried out would probably have contingencies. You probably saw that there were important people that needed to be saved, and so you pulled them out. And then you did whatever you did that got us to this point.
Oh, we're important.
Well, clearly,
Clearly, some of us. Clearly, not the shortest of us.
Why
I
did
lack
you
in
us?
stature, I make up
Why
for
did
in
us
brains.
You were the easiest to get out.
I was with Artie. Where is she?
Why are you so concerned?
Because I care a lot about her. She's my friend. She's the only one I really care about. I had no care for the king to begin with.
He is a terrible person.
Agreed.
You may or may not find out what happened to her later on. But at the moment, I have a mission for all of you.
May or may not mean she might be still alive.
Hopefully.
I have a mission for you. I think you might be interested in this, Edward. The great temple of Zonkai's son was attacked and defiled. I would like you all to go and investigate and find out what happened.
We know the castle was also attacked and burned.
Oh, it's not burned down, don't worry.
I'm so upset it was burned down.
You said Zonkai's son?
Yes. It wasn't burned down, don't worry.
Okay. You know, they said the citizens did it, so maybe the citizens deserve to have an uprising.
Deserve to have a what?
An uprising. They feel that their king isn't up to date, and they will do what they need to do to get what they need.
Well, some of the citizens need a big uprising, including our dwarf over here.
This
Get
is
it
William
short.
Self we're talking about right now.
Yes. The temple is completely desecrated. People were murdered. It was horrific. I need you guys to go and investigate and see if you can find out what happened. We haven't been able to get very close because, let's just say the people there are wary of anyone entering, thinking that it will just defile it more. So, also, with us just attacking the castle, you could say that there's a war going on outside.
I'm just confused.
I'm also confused.
More importantly, where are we?
Ah, that. No one's told you yet?
It's like an armory.
I'm not. Yes, thank you, piece of armor. You belong. I just know we're not in the castle.
That was funny.
Lorelei points and laughs.
We
Victor points and laughs.
We are underground. Firstly, we are on the south side of Lindell, towards right on the edge of town before we get to Sickwick.
I'm curious. So you just choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 random people to go and check this monastery for you? Which is a monastery, right? Temple? Temple. I don't know these people. I know him. I don't know these people.
Well, that's up to you to figure out. Have fun.
You don't have any teams?
Teams? I mean, Moria is going to be joining you.
No. That's a hard nope. That's a
He's
hard-
your supervisor.
Listen, he's gonna
Can't we have
supervise
a cat
something.
Can we have the catfolk lady?
I'm okay with
Titania.
catfolk.
Yes, please.
She's my right hand. She has way more important things to do to babysit newbies.
So you're telling me
We are important.
that Moria is not important. You hear that, Moria?
Wherever he
You're
is.
not important.
Wait to piss him off.
Trust me, he's more important than you are.
Yes.
Trust me, he's not.
I think we can all agree these two are idiots.
Did you point at me?
Maybe.
Davin, does your character sound like muffled or echo chamber
No.
or just like a normal?
Sounds as if you and I were talking to each other right now.
Okay, I'm
Yep.
good. I'm good.
Well, if there's anything else that you need, Moria said that you would like to take a crossbow with you.
Yes.
You're welcome to take one.
Can I also take some bolts and a quarrel?
Yes,
Okay.
of course. Anything else before I have Moria come back and take you all out?
I scurry off and grab the things.
Like
a mouse.
Yeah, the little girl.
What about her?
She can come with us, right?
Excuse me?
Why do you
You've had her locked in a dungeon for a whole year.
a year?
Yeah, a whole year.
Why do you have a child chained up? For
That
a
is not
year?
a child.
Yes,
What
it
is she
is.
Doesn't look a child.
What is she then?
We're part of the rebellion. I think we deserve to know a little bit about the child.
Especially since you kept us locked up with her.
All we know is that she's not human.
Well, maybe we'll learn more if we take her with us.
I
More
could.
than you'd learn in a dungeon, anyway.
What were you saying, dwarf?
I could probably try to find out at some point.
Thunden is his name, right?
Yes, thank you.
That's very nice.
But that's what I do.
You know,
Diviner of magic.
Yes, you're an astrologer, academic type, I know.
Thunden is pretty ironic for a short little dwarf guy.
I'm not sure
Thunder
what you
is
mean.
usually loud and big and booming.
Ah, I get it.
And then there's that.
Maybe he is big and booming.
asshole.
Ooh.
Yeah, the assholes are usually
Short.
my height.
Maybe he's a dwarf.
So
and
about the girl.
that makes 0 sense. Does it? About the girl, yes. Are you glaring at me? I know, I'm quite handsome.
Like I said, we could probably learn a lot more about her if we take her with us than you would learn keeping her locked up there.
Oh,
If you lose
but
her,
there's
you won't.
conflict.
Hmm?
There's conflict in the temple, isn't there? You were saying there's murders and stuff.
It was desecrated, yes.
How?
That's for you to go find out. We have
All I'm saying is it might not be a good idea to
also,
bring a
there's a
girl
war
with
going on
blood.
outside.
Yes, that too.
Leaving her in a dungeon is probably not the best idea.
I vote
I'll take
sure.
responsibility for the girl.
If she dies on your care, you won't.
We all do know.
How about this? Instead of her staying in a dungeon, she stays in the armory. Just right here. Where we're sitting.
No.
She either
I tried
stays
for you.
where she is or she goes with you.
She's not coming with us.
I'll keep an eye on her.
I'd rather not
I watch her.
babysit.
I'll watch her.
Listen, she's just as much child as you are. There's not really much height difference.
Okay, can we communicate like adults? I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, young man.
Probably are.
Point being, I have to travel with 4 people that I've never met and trust that they're not going to make a fool of themselves. I'm not going to take care of some 8-year-old little child that probably doesn't even know her arse from her head.
I will take care of her, I've already said.
But if something happens, we all die.
And he will help.
Okay.
2 of us can watch her.
I'll let it be known that I spoke against it, and I will not die if something happens to her.
Let the record show.
So can we take the girl?
Yes, fine.
Sammy heads towards the dungeons.
In all fairness, dwarf, I agree.
You're doing it again.
Dang it.
I can hear you.
I'm guessing the royal family is not welcome out there, are they, Uncle?
So,
Uncle, I'm guessing the royal family is not welcome out there.
no.
We'll have to get you a mask.
Is there a change of clothes here I can wear?
I've got a couple hoods.
I go pick up a giant metal helmet from the armory. Here you
I'm
go.
not wearing a helmet.
They
I pull out a
protect
small
I'm
masquerade.
not wearing a helmet.
I pull out a small masquerade mask, kind of like similar to Persona, like one of those like Persona masks, just like this. How about that?
I think it's going to take more than that.
Trust
I
me.
can get you a change of clothes. I'd appreciate if you stop bickering amongst yourselves. You're not going to get anything done this way.
Thank you.
Did you just pull a gun on a giant suit of armor?
Yes. Aimed right for her neck.
And
You-
you're all saying this in character.
Quick question. How common is the knowledge of guns?
Guns not very. It's very strictly kept inside of royal communities and the military, so it is very. It is available, but you have to be within the right circles to have access. And I mean right or wrong
Yeah.
circles
Would-
in that sense.
Would my character realize that a gun would pierce through metal?
Probably with your academic knowledge.
Okay, just making sure. He'll keep that to himself.
Sammy already headed down.
Wait, he's a dwarf. He knows what adamantium is.
Yes, yes, yes.
You would also notice that my suit is lined with adamantium.
Good. No, that wouldn't have changed anything. Okay. That's good to know.
I follow him to get some new clothes.
Okay. Alright. He takes you up a couple of flight of stairs. In this area it's more open, but there are obviously rooms and barracks and whatnot. He takes you, opens up a chest somewhere, hands you a bundle of clothes, shoving it into your chest.
I still go get changed.
I sat at the table in the armory, quite femininely, like legs crossed, and his tail is kind of like just doing that behind him. That's what he's doing.
As you guys are standing, sitting, whatever, talking, whatnot, and they've gone to take out their clothes, now you know her name, Titania, the catfolk, walks in with the little girl.
And her.
Yeah, because I went to go get the little girl.
So you guys are taking her with you?
She is taking her.
I've gotten permission, yes.
Well,
Can we give her a change of clothes first?
And the branding, right?
and the what?
The branding. We're gonna brand the little girl, right?
Do not frighten the little girl. It's a child.
Please help me.
They said it's not a child, though. I'm just saying what they pointed out.
Now that my hands are not bound, I would like to cast Detect Magic looking